Hey everybody, welcome back. So it's been almost a month since our update that we had for all the tutors, depending upon what day you joined us for that update. But I thought I would stop in and just talk to you a little bit about resources and more support through Step Forward. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is a lot of people reach out and are very concerned about grammar. When an adult is learning another language, okay, they are reduced to an infant. I know I've said this before, and they do not need to know all the parts of speech and the grammatic, the grammatically correctness of things to just be relevant and get some words out. That's their biggest concern, is to just get some words out, to be able to communicate and be understood. It might not be perfect, and we're not going for that right away, right? It takes time. So they may say, me, no, go. Yes, that's a win. We can understand it. It's not grammatically correct yet, right? They'll get there because the Step Forward books, and I know I've mentioned this before, but I want to help you. I want to mention it again. The Step Forward books go over everything: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And every unit, I want to show you the unit we're going to look at today, just so that we have some consistency there. Every unit has a grammar section. So when you are going through the classroom book with your student, you'll see lesson 3. It'll say grammar up here. Every unit has a lesson that's focused on grammar. So what do you do if you're still concerned, right? What do you do? You're like, Tina, I just want to add a little bit of something. The other thing I hear a lot of tutors say is like, it's so repetitious and I was getting bored, so I wanted to do this or that or whatever. The repetition is crucial. It is needed for the consistency for the adult learner. So that repetition is built into Step Forward, and it we as the tutor we have to kind of tolerate the repetition, because to us it's like, oh, this might be a little bit boring or not so spicy. But to the student, that repetition is super supportive and feels like a hug. You know what I mean? It's like really, really holding them, and they can learn to trust that because it repeats. Every unit will be repeating and building upon the thing that was before it. Okay? So that's something else I want you to just kind of refresh yourself with. And today I'm going to share with you 3 resources in the Step Forward online portal you might not have had a chance to look at yet. So if you remember, when you came to the update, you got a blue folder, right? And in that blue folder, there is a page that is dedicated to how to find the Step Forward resources. This is what it looks like when you go to the link. Here's your login information. Okay, so once you log in, you can see this. Yeah, you're going to see this here, because you could search by that's the word is leaving me. Search by level, or you could search by resource, and we're going to look at the resource. We're going to search by resource. Okay, so this is in your blue folder in case you don't remember how to log in to Step Forward, but I have it all keyed up for you here. So let me share my screen and we're going to go through this together. Okay, so here it is. Once you log into the portal for Step Forward Teacher Resource Center, this is what it looks like. You're going to get ready to log in, right? So you put your information in, you sign in, and it takes you here. Now we are in the portal or the resource center. Okay. This is where we're going to search today. I want to show you 3 things within the resource center. Okay. 3 things. The first, multi-level activities. We're going to go there first. Now, these are used for, I want to show you in your blue folder. You might say, when do I use these, right? Do you remember the class pace flow chart? So those last 10 or 20 minutes, that's a nice time to maybe put in a little extra activity that comes from Step Forward. Maybe you do it as an introduction. If you don't want to use the warm-up or introduction that's in the lesson plan book, you could use one of these. And of course, in the green part of the class, that big portion of the class that's an hour and a half long, you could add it there to support what you're doing in the classroom book, right? If you want to do it that way. So there are a couple different ways of doing it, and the lesson plan book actually will help you decide upon where to use it at. So that's in the lesson plan book as well. So if I were to click here, it's going to open up a whole bunch of options, right? Here we are with the red introductory, right? Red introductory step forward book. We're going to just pretend we're looking at Unit 5 today. If I were to click on this, it's going to open it, but you have to download it. So I already have it open for you, and it looks like this. Now, this might look familiar to you because you got these during the update, okay? And I don't know if you remember, they were in the back of the blue folder. In case you don't remember, here they are, all right? The first one is a round table. There's a find and circle, there's sentence makers, there's all sorts of things to support you. So here you go. Here's the first, and these are reproducible. You can print them out. If you can't print them out at home and you need copies made or something, please let us know. We can make you copies, okay? Shopping for clothes, you're going to be, using context clues in the picture along with the words and making and answering some questions down below. This is the sentence maker that we've talked about before. You cut all the little squares out and they can use movement in order to make sentences. You can add words for new units in the future. You can do all sorts of things. So there's a lot here, and it goes on for a while. Okay, this is a script back and forth you'd read together and so on. So there's all kinds of support you get to choose from for the multi-level extension activity. All right, that's the first resource. Let's go back to the Step Forward Resource Center, and here's grammar exercises for people that are like really concerned about them being stuck on a specific topic. Here's some grammar exercises. We're going to go straight to Unit 5 because that's the one we're pretending we're using. Oh, I clicked on it. All right, so you can see I'd have to click on it here and open it up, right? Because it has to download, but I already have it. Here it is. These, this, those, that, right? So these are all very challenging topics. In the English language, it's such a challenging language to learn, especially as an adult. So this little sheet has 6 questions on it. Okay. Yeah, you could give it as more homework if you wanted to. You could use it as your the exit, right, for the day. You could use it as like a little quiz at the end of the day. If you were to look at your class, if you were to look at the class-paced flowchart, you could use it here at that last 10 minutes as like a little quiz for fun. There's a lot of support in this section. It's all grammar related. Yay, for those of you that are very concerned about that, okay? Let's go back to, didn't mean to do that, but hang on one second. I opened up another, okay, I opened up another thing and then, I don't know. Hang on, here we go. Back we go. Okay, so we're back in the Teacher Resource Center. We're gonna browse by resource. And here is one other place, literacy reproducible activities. So if you click on that, again, you're going to get by level of book, right? Introductory book level here, red. Let's go back to Unit 5 because that's the one we're working with. If I were to click on that, it's going to open up and download, right? So here it is. This is really wonderful, especially for beginners, right? Now, we're in the introductory book, so this is going to look really simple. Of course, as they go up in book levels, it's going to get more challenging, but you can see where this whole lesson is support for the C and the CH sounds, right? Really challenging sounds in the English language. So you get a little bit of everything. This one even, you have to do a little bit of movement and draw lines to things. You're going to be reading. You're going to be using, guess what? The audio, okay? And remember, you are to be using the audio from the new link that we provided you. It's on the back. Here's your step forward. It's on the back of the step forward in your blue folder, how to access the audio using the new link that should have been emailed to you. And if you don't have it, reach out. I'll be happy to send it to you. We redid and renamed all, Kelly and Thomas renamed all those files so that it's easier for you to access the audios. And it's really critical that you're using them. So here's a space you'd be using them, okay? All right. This is just packed full of all kinds of stuff. So if somebody wanted, look, this, that, these, those, right? More practice with that. If somebody wanted even extra homework, this would be fabulous for that, for extra homework, okay? And you could just, I mean, it goes on and on. So you could pick one page out of this to use if you just want to use one page out of it. Maybe you just want to do this right here and you use that at the beginning as a warm up or something. There's a lot of ways to do it, but there is a ton of support within Step Forward. You don't have to look anywhere else other than the Step Forward Resource Center. There are so many cool things. And if there's anything I can do to help you, remember I'm in the office Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 9 to 5. Give me a call, send me an email, schedule time to connect. I'd be really happy to help you in any way that I can. I hope this was helpful. Let me know how you liked it, okay? Take care.